Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. I hate when it does this. So aggravating. I don't know what it sees as far as let's put it on the page and then let's not put it on the page. Yesterday it's on there, today it's not. I have to force it on there. It's so aggravating. Never have this problem on YouTube. Never. It's only the book. So dumb. Hi, Cheryl. 110? Holy guacamole. So now is it there or is it not there? Can I delete this? So now it says it's on the page. It didn't show me on there just a second ago. Are you going to bed now? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So now I'm going to delete this. It's so dumb. Gosh. Ugh. Hi, Trees. Hi, Leveda. Hi, Sandy Kling. Hi, Shonda. Hi, Sheila. How is everybody today? I'm trying to find the live. I don't know if you guys ever notice this, but sometimes, like, especially like for DQ, and it happens on my page all the time. It happens on Creative Hour. Oh, see? Now it just took the live off of Cracked in Chaos. So hold on a second. They're not going to know. So I'm going to remove it. They're going to lose the stream. If you can hear me, you're about to lose me. And then I have to force it back on there. No, I didn't remove nothing. It just said we're having problems with the stream. And then it took it off. I didn't remove anything. So now it's there again. So let's see if it puts it out on the page this time. Ah, hi there. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear me saying, like, if you hear me, you're going to lose me. So now it's there again. It's just dumb. It really is. It's annoying, aggravating, all the things. I never have to do this on the tube. It only happens, but on Creative Hour, if you're ever going to watch the replay and you can't find it, you literally have to go into events, and then you have to go into the event, whatever live you're looking for, and then scroll down to the bottom, and then you can watch the live there. It's really the dumbest thing ever. And if you care about views, you don't get views because nobody can see that you went live. So it's just, whatever. Hi, Valerie. Now it seems to be okay. Hi, Tina. Mac, how are ya? Happy birthday, Mac. Aw, thanks. Hi, Megan. We all need to say a prayer for Megan and send her some vibes to get her icks out. She's not feeling well. Hi, Phyllis. So, any hoot nannies, now that we've gotten the live fixed, I think it shows a green check mark. So there's some really cool things that I'm able to do now whenever I'm live. I'm able to do certain things while I'm live and say certain phrases while I'm live. And then the application that I use is automatically going to snip portions of my video in order for me to do short form content and do reels. So if you hear me saying weird things during And it's not even weird things, but if you hear me saying something while I'm live and you're like, what is she doing? That's why I'm doing it, is because I'm now able to say key phrases, and then I can, it'll clip things for me in order for me to do short form content. And then I don't have to go in and edit my videos, because you guys know how lovely I've been at doing that. So I'm going to do something. So right now, let's go clip it. And so clip it is going to reset my video for a few minutes. And so this is what we have been working on. So yesterday we used Stone Effects down here, which, you guys, look at how much it doesn't even look like it's not, like we added. And if you weren't here yesterday, we added this whole bottom portion of the video. I mean, of the Troy. We added this whole bottom portion to the fabric tissue with Stone Effect. And then we added in some antiquing gel. And then we added just a Woodgie Bin piece up there. I know, Megan, isn't that cool? So clip it. So today what we're going to do is, if you guys can see, yesterday the gel that we used for the fabric tissue, which I told you guys I only recommend that for the fabric tissue. My tried and true is still my decoupage varnishing glue matte. It left this weird little, you can't really see it here. When we're going to go overhead, you'll see it left this weird thing, this shiny thing. So we've got to address that, and then we're going to do a little bit more to the picture before we epoxy it, and then we'll move on and do something else. Clip it. So let's get my desk onto screen, and I will show you. If you weren't here yesterday, I'll show you what it did, and I'm not happy about it. So here's my theory. So if you guys can see this weird, it looks like a Christmas tree. There's that weird shiny thing that's happening right there, and it's even right here. Now, when I got off of here yesterday, I started thinking about this, and I was like, hey, Chris, how are you? Phyllis, I think I said hi to you, but I'm not sure. So hi, Phyllis. When I got off of here yesterday, I was trying to understand, like, why could that have happened? Could it have possibly been that, because what we use, first of all, let's do it this way. What we used was Shine, okay? And I'm frozen for some reason. Okay, now I'm back. What we used was this decoupage gel from Redesign called Shine. And so I started trying to figure out, well, what things could I have possibly done? It's shiny. Right here is matte. Could I have maybe not have put this gel on the entire thing, or on this area? And then I thought, no, because it's shiny, so it should be reversed, right? If I missed the entire piece, this should be matte, this area, and the rest of it should be shiny. So I'm not understanding what that is or how that happened. I didn't have wet paint. I didn't have any other products down. The only thing was this. So my first thought was, okay, well, let's go over it again and then see if it makes it all shiny. And then I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I don't know what happened. I liked the product because it was sticky enough for the fabric tissue, but I will not, going forward, I will not put this on top of my fabric tissue again, because this right here is not the business. So we're going to go in and we're going to take my varnish, if I can grab it. It looks like it's fallen down, way down. Hello? Did it fall? Oh, no, it didn't fall. It's in front of your face. So we're going to take the glossy varnish from Pint Art, And we're going to go over this entire area, and I'm hoping this thing goes away. If it doesn't go away, there's other things that I can do to camouflage that. But again, if you're looking at it like this, you don't see it. But I know it's there and it bugs me. So, hi, Cindy Truitt. I can see it looks like what a camera glare would do. Rosie, how are you? Hi, Jeanette. Yeah, it's really weird because it's only shiny right here. But that gel that we used was shiny, so it should have done the reverse. This should be matte and all the rest of it should be shiny, assuming that I missed this one area. But you guys watched me. I didn't miss. I certainly don't do strokes like that. So anyways, we're going to go in with the water base. This is the Pintart water-based glossy varnish. And we're just going to try to make it all glossy because that's almost what it looks like. Is the only part that stayed glossy is here and everything else mattified, which that gel is shine, which is equivalent to gloss. So things that make you go, Now, if you don't like gloss and that for, we could have used the matte gel or matte varnish as well. But yeah, I'm not understanding what happened. But this down here, I'm so happy with the way that turned out. After it totally dried down, I was actually, to be honest, expecting it to get a little bit lighter, but I think we did just enough color on it yesterday so that when it did dry down, it turned out perfectly. The colors match wonderfully. So, any hoot nanny. And I was really hoping that come today, maybe possibly for whatever reason, that area wasn't drying or whatever. But come today, 24 hours later, it should have changed, and it still didn't when I looked at it before I came on. So I don't know. Something funny happened there. I don't know why, but we shall fix it. We shall fix it. Today was our holiday party at work, and now I'm sleeping, trying to look busy. Thanks for you're sleeping, trying to look busy. If you can figure out how to do that, you are a master, because there were times in school where I would try to look busy and not fall asleep but be sleeping, especially in government. Ugh, that was the worst. It was so hard to stay awake in my government class. I had like the Ferris Bueller teacher with the very monotone voice, no excitement, no emotion, kind of like a robot. It was so hard to stay awake in that class. Hi, Sharon. 3,000. What's 3,000? Hi, Joanne. Hi, Angela. Hi, Helen. It does look like a shadow, doesn't it? It looked like a shadow of the tree. That's what Ashley was saying yesterday. It looked like the tree was casting a shadow. All right, let's dry this and see if we got rid of that weird thing. Yes, this is the water-based varnish. It says right down here it's water-based. The ones that are solvent, you'll know right off the bat because they're clear. These are the milky white color. You want to dry it? Don't hold it too close. You got to move it though. Got to keep it moving. Are you watching your hand in the camera? That's your hand. Look right there. There's Choi Choi's hand. See it? Oh, that one's behind a little bit. That's why you don't see. There's Choi Choi's hand. See it? As a reminder, if you are on the Terry Lightsey page, please make sure you get in the habit of going over to the Craft and Chaos page and watching there. That's where everybody is, and it's easier. And I actually have been streaming to the Terry Lightsey page on accident. I have it preset, and I need to unselect it. But once I do finally remember to stop doing that, and Sue doesn't monitor that page anymore, or at least she doesn't regularly. So please go over to the Terry Lightsey page, because I don't even see the comments over there as on my phone. I'm actually on the Craft and Chaos on my phone, and then up here, obviously, I see everything. But if you're doing something over there, I don't see it. I know he's doing a good job, huh? Oh gosh, that made me hot. Lord have mercy. All right, let's see. Okay, that got rid of it. So now if you guys can see, oh, I can still I know it's a Terry problem, but I can still see it. Because I know where it is, I can still see it. Why do things irritate me? Excuse me, baby girl. It's okay. Grandma's just gonna come around you. Why must you try my patience? All right, well. Hi, Karen. You can still see it, can't ya? I know. It got rid of a lot of it, and I think the only reason you are noticing because your OCD, it kicked in high gear. No one would ever see it. And like I said, if you're looking at it like this, which is head on, you can't see it. But for the most part, I do sell my pieces in auction, and I wouldn't be able to let this piece go, because I know that it's funky right there. Unless we can get the funky to leave us. Okay, Funky, you gotta leave us, Funky. Hi, Charmaine. Yeah, I'm sure. Hi, Deborah. I'm sure most of you thought it went away until I pointed it out. And like Ashley said, it's just because I'm a weird one. I'm a weird one. All right, so we're gonna take the decoupage, the chameleon varnish in gold. This is one of my most favorite products to put under epoxy anyways, and I will tell you, had that not been there, I would have still done this. Those of you who watch me know I love putting this under epoxy. It's just amazing. So you're gonna see, because you're top down, you're gonna see a lot of glitter, because that's what happens when light hits the decoupage. Why do I keep saying decoupage? The chameleon varnish. Whenever light hits the chameleon varnish, chameleon, think of the name, it reflects this beautiful, beautiful, this one is gold. I carry it in gold and silver. So keep in mind, I have all kinds of lights all over. I have these big, huge lights in front of me. So you're going to see a crazy amount of glitter, but I will hold it up so that way you will see what it looks like just like every day, right? What you will see every day. So if you've never tried the chameleon varnish under epoxy, you absolutely need to at least once. I have done many trays with it. and it just sends it into a whole different universe. It's absolutely gorgeous. It does not distort your image by any means. Again, it looks like it to you guys because of all of the box lights and everything else that's shining on it, but you don't see any of that. And it just makes something magical happen underneath the epoxy. I don't know what it is. Now, if you are working with the Chameleon Varnish and you're working on a bigger project, you do want to make sure that you are constantly shaking up your varnish, because you don't want all of that mica to go floating to the bottom and then you don't get the same effect everywhere. Is Mac still here? Mac, what are you doing for your birthday? And I always say my biggest birthday present I can give is for me not to sing. I do not sing. It would be very frightening if I sang to you. All right, let's dry this. I intentionally skipped down here and almost forgot to go back to it. I intentionally skipped down here because I didn't want to have it puddle the mica into the into the stone paste. And I almost forgot to put it down there. All right, let's make sure I didn't forget anywhere else. Okay, let's dry this and then I'll hold this up there so you guys can see what it looks like, just in case you have never seen it before. Your comments are coming up twice. You don't know why. I only see them once, Charmaine. So I don't know if maybe the book is doing something funny. What is wrong with my speaking? But you can maybe go out and come back in, because it's only showing up one time on my end. I don't see it twice. Again, please make sure if you're on Terry Lightsey that you head on over to Crafting Chaos and make sure to get into the habit of watching over there. What the mama jamma? Oh. It's like I skipped 2 places. Those 2 little spots. Okay, holding it up like this, I no longer see that cast, so I'm happy with that. I will show you what it looks like in just a second. Do you still get your stars on Terry Lights? Yes, I do. I still get them over there. Yeah, I just can't see it because I'm not on that page, and in this program that I use, any emojis, stars, anything like that, it just shows up blank. But yeah, I still get stars on either page, and stickers on YouTube. They're called stickers on YouTube, or super chats or something like that. I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let me show you. You'll be back. Okay. Hi, Papas. So this is what you see when you don't have any light or light shining on it. So as you can see, it's not distorted in any way, but now whenever light hits it or the sun hits it, it's like a vampire. You know what I'm saying? Like the twinkles. If any of you watch Twilight, it's like when, the sun hits them. So that's what you see. So that's why this is so exaggerated because of all the lights that are top down. But even if I hold it up here at an angle like this, you don't see it because the light's not shining on it. It's literally just gorgeousness. Metal piles? What on earth? Okay, so when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I know I'm going to put epoxy on here. And if you guys are wondering, this is on here. Obviously, I'm not going to put the epoxy very high. So all of this area will have epoxy on it. All of this area will be food safe. I can't see somebody wanting to put food on this, but this will not be food safe. The would bin piece. So I will pour that. We'll come back and pour that together towards the end. But I can't. I like it just the way it is. I'm not gonna do a bunch of crazy stuff to it because I was thinking about putting the bells. Remember the bells that I had that I couldn't figure out why I had them out? I was gonna put the bells and do all kind of things up here and do some more stuff to that to make it look more reefy. If you weren't here yesterday, you missed out on the reefy. So, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I wanna. I don't wanna. I like it the way it is. So I think we're gonna move on. Move on. Downtown Julie Brown. Okie dokie artichoke. So I didn't bring this down because I didn't want Choi to try to confiscate it before I was ready to do it. And if anybody knows, you guys will know that it will be like some type of book or something because everybody knows that as soon as I bring a book down or paper, Choi tries to hijack it. So these are in my store. These are amazing. I need a little something. The pages are very thick in here. If you wanted to paint in here, do watercoloring or anything like that, it's possible. They are not thin pieces. They're very durable. So what I would do is if you wanted to do any type of you guys know I watercolor. What I would do is do two together and then watercolor or put something in between the pages. But I wanted to do something on the outside. I don't know what. Hi, Miss Edie. The reef. Yes, the reef. If you were here yesterday, you know I was in awe of the person I heard saying that. I was like, reef or wreath? I think we're pronunciating the wrong thing. Okay, so where did my paintings go that I took out yesterday? Okay. So I have the gilded petite ornaments. You can get this at L&J Goods. If you're on Craft and Chaos, which is where you should be, you can hit exclamation EJG and it will take you to L&J Goods. But I was tinking. Look at that. I didn't know if it would fit though. Hold, please. Oh, no. Don't knock things down, Terry. Now, I know it will fit, but I'm trying to see if it will. I don't want it to go into the. It's going to be really close. Really close. So from this point to the outside is 5 1/4. And if we go from the widest point, excuse my head, it's almost 5 1/2. It's about 5 3/8. I guess I'm not mad if this goes in here. Hi, Melissa Joins. I kind of wanted this one because I thought it would be cute. Because remember, we have so many molds. I thought it might be pretty to put a mold in there. And then obviously we have so many of these. We can also put that on like the inside. You know, like a this book belongs to type of thing. But I think this was the only big one, if I remember. Unless we do that size. That's the same one. It's just smaller. Well, I don't think I even seen those, but I don't want that. Maybe smaller, huh? Should we do the smaller one? I think that other one is just going to be a little bit too big. What do you guys think? Merry Christmas. Should I cut it out so we could see? Cut it. I really prefer for my line to be straight, but that's okay. That would have been devastating if I was cutting 2 pages at one time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, they even have baby ones. I didn't even realize. I almost feel like we're gonna end up using this one because I think that it's just going to make it the most sense. It's going to make it the most sense. Gimme. Thank you. All right. So again, petite ornaments, exclamation EJG. She's got all the good stuff, all the IOD good stuff, and she's an IOD artisan, so she does a lot of amazing projects, and she's also going to be on Creative Hour on Saturday. But she also has not been feeling well, so I didn't get a chance to see her today, but I seen that she's scheduled a live today. So Mac? How did she look? Was she good? Um, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. You guys tell me. What do you guys think? Should we forego? Should we forego that one and just do the smaller one, or no? All right, I'm over here looking for some fun stuff. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Talk amongst yourselves as you do. Where's my angels at? Oh, here we go. Don't mind me. I'm just over here, fighting with the molds, trying to get them out. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Why is it that anytime I'm looking for something, I can't find it, and then when I'm not looking for it, it smacks me right dab in the face? Okay. All right, I'm coming back. Sorry, Onyx. She's like, geez, slamming things, why don't you? All right. Yes, Rochelle. I know. That's what I hear. So Troy and I are just going to stay in our little bubble. I'm not leaving the house unless it's to pick up Trevor. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Have you guys heard of the story of the DoorDash woman that sprayed the food? She delivered somebody's food and sprayed it with pepper spray, and the couple got so sick. Okay, it's gonna go over. Do we care? It's gonna go over. I just put it to the edge. Nah. All right, let's paint it. You saw the video? Yeah, so she either lives in Indiana, was visiting her dad in Kentucky, or vice versa, lives in Kentucky, was visiting her dad in Indiana. But whatever she did, she went to go visit her dad in whatever state, and decided to do some DoorDash. Well, on the Ring camera, they catch her spraying their food with pepper spray. Obviously, they didn't know. Eat the food. He'd already been sick with respiratory problems, so he gets even sicker. The wife gets sick too, but she gets better a lot sooner. Anyways, they go and arrest the chick. But my thing was, I was like, you know what? They didn't say, or at least I didn't hear why she sprayed it, but my thoughts were they either didn't tip her, or they didn't tip her enough to her standards, and so she decided to spray their food. And her excuse to spraying their food was she wasn't spraying their food, she accidentally hit their food. She was spraying a spider that she was so scared of. But I was so like, oh my goodness, what is wrong with people? People have lost their minds, honestly. Like, bonkers. Bonkers. I wish they would have said, though, or at least I didn't, hear it. I wish I would have known, like, what her sorry excuse was for doing that. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I thought, because I've had a couple of those I always tip, always. But I had one guy like message me like, "Yo, bro, you're not gonna tip," or something like that, and I was like, "Oh, honey, you have done messed up. You got the wrong one." I was like, first of all, who are you calling bro? Second of all, there is a tip on there. Why don't you use your eyes? And third of all, you don't ask people. That's rude. And he was like, "Oh, this place is far," or something like that. You should tip. You should tip more, or something like that. And I said, first, you don't tell me what I should do. This is a job that you chose to do. You chose to pick up the order. You don't tell me what to do. And as a matter of fact, don't even bring my food. Now that you done drove all that way, cancel the order, please. And I called DoorDash and they blocked him, because you can actually do that. You can have DoorDash block the dashers so that they never pick up your orders again. Yeah, but I was like, excuse you? Yo, bro. Yo, bro, who? Hi, Jackie Bates. How are you? I'm having doubles and triples and quadruple thoughts about putting this on the outside. I'm thinking I might put this on the inside, and then we can do like a "this belongs to" on the inside. I almost want to do like a bunch of stuff out here, like texture. I want to do texture. And what do you know? I just have tissue out here because I was packing orders and haven't put the tissue paper away. So we're going to texture, because I wanna. Because I haven't played with it in a long time. Texture. Well, I keep standing up because I don't know what I'm looking for. And actually, I knew things. Oh, I was gonna say new things fell. I just didn't know what fell. Okay, we're gonna go back to my it fell upside down, obviously. We're gonna go back to my old school, my tried and true, my decoupage varnishing glue matte. It does come in the big Mama Jamma bottle, but I have found that I'd rather just stick my brush instead of pouring it out. So now and not to mention, I've ripped off the lid of both of the bottles that I've had in this side because I grab it by that lid. Okay, so let's do some texture on here, and then we're gonna make a cool like Christmas book. Let's wash my brush off. We're just gonna use this same brush. Washa, washa, washa. Rinse, rinse, rinse. And we'll use you in a minute. We'll just put you back on this side. So in Australia, and the restaurant seal the package for your food. Yeah, no, well, I don't know in Indiana or again Kentucky. I don't know which state she did that in. They seal our food here too, and they even put like a strap over the drinks so you can't even like put a straw or whatever in it. So ours are. Why are you putting your jacket on? You going somewhere? Ours are sealed as well. So that because the dashers used to do that. Do you guys remember? They would like take French fries out of the McDonald's bags and stuff like that. So that was like a problem for a while. So I'm actually going to make that a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to pull back, scrunch up, and then push that down. So they started sealing the bags so that they couldn't take French fries out of the bag. I laugh about it, but I would have been super aggravated had somebody been putting their fingers in my food. But it's like, why? Like, you're at McDonald's. If you want some fries while you're picking up the order, just grab some. I don't know. But I just felt really bad for that guy because I was like, of all the you shouldn't do that anyways, but of all the people you do it to somebody that has respiratory problems or had a respiratory infection, so putting pepper spray on his food just made it like 10 times worse for him. And oh yeah, I just hold on, Bubs. Hold on. You want to put your jacket on? If I put your jacket on, you're just going to take it right back off because you don't like to keep it on. Okay, I gotta hold your sleeve. Come on, turn so I can hold your sleeve. Once again, do you got a hot date? Are you going somewhere or something? You look like an old man when you let your glasses fall like that. I wish you would wear your new glasses. Trust no one? Yeah. No, Troy, I don't know. Yeah. That whole thing of like treat people the way you want to be treated is like such a foreign thing anymore, I guess. I don't know. But even when like I worked in the restaurant business for a while, nobody that I worked with, we never messed with people's food, or how you see like those horror stories of people like dropping the hamburger patty on the floor and picking it up, or people getting aggravated so they put their hair in there. Like, I just don't. Like, why? That's so disgusting to me. But yeah, I just seen that last night, and I was telling Nick, I was like, what on earth is wrong with people? When the police went to that lady's door, they're like, do you know why we're here? And she's like, oh, probably the whatever happened in, I think, Indiana. I think she lived in Kentucky, and she did it in Indiana. I was just like, and she didn't say, I'm sorry, or nothing. At least not that it showed on the video. All right, so we just put this down so that we'll have some texture underneath our paint or whatever we're going to do on the top. And you can literally judge how you want to put that down. I'm trying to decide if I want to go all the way around, and I left it hang off intentionally so that way I can gator off over there. Trying to decide if I want it on the spine or not, and then on the back, or if I just want it on the top. I don't think I've ever gone all the way around the book, so we shall go along the spine. And I'm being kind of careful not to wet it so much that it won't dry whenever I hit it with the heat gun. Fold back over this way. We need some wrinkles, please. We want oh my word. Troy, I really wish you wouldn't do that, bub. Of all the ones that you bring me, I really wish you wouldn't bring me that one. Because you dig that doggone brush into that. The more shrinkles, the better, because you're going to get, or in my opinion, because you're going to get more, your paint and highlights and antiquing paste or whatever you use are going to catch all of that texture. So for me, the more the better. If you rip it, you can rip pieces and layer them on and do that too. I mean, it's totally up to you. I've seen people do it all the different ways. Really is personal preference. I just love it because of the texture. You can see like some areas are kind of like coming apart because I'm overworking it. That's fine too. I am going to dry it a little bit so I can flip it on the face. Hi, Julia. How are you? Hi, Mary Sharkey. Saw a guy take a piece out of a pizza and cut it so it looked like it was. I turned this down for Trevor yesterday. Looked like it was whole. So I was going to ask for a tip, and when he didn't get it, he said he quit and he kept it. See, what a butt. You got tips. I don't know. But I have blocked at least 3 dashers from coming to me because they've made remarks like that. No tip? Are you blind? I have never, not ever, not tipped. Even if I don't like you, I might not tip you 20%, like at a restaurant, but I will not leave a tip unless you do. I can't remember if I've ever not. Somebody had to be really crummy to me for me to not. So whenever they do that, I'm just like, you have nerve. All right. Yesterday, Trevor came down here and he asked me if he can use my heat gun, and I was like, let me turn it down for you first. I don't want you to, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't want you to burn yourself or whatever you're using it on, scorch it. You guys, I still haven't wrapped my presents. I said yesterday I was going to wrap presents, and I got up there and I went into the closet and changed, put my pajamas on, and was like, yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. And then I went into Trevor's room yesterday because he got a delivery, and all of his packages are in there, and they look all nice and pretty, all wrapped and everything, and I was just like, whatever. So, hopefully tonight, I will find it within myself to wrap presents. Because I certainly don't want to be doing it like on the 23rd. That's not fun. They have to be sitting out here so Troy can know that it's coming. and know that he's going to be sitting there getting presents pretty soon. I just don't wanna. No, Mary? Yeah, unfortunately, well, you probably know, unfortunately in the U.S., servers actually make less hourly because they get tipped. So if you're a hostess and you don't get tips, let's just say you make $6 an hour. But if you're a waitress and you get tips, you're only going to make $5 an hour because you get tips. So if it's a profession where they get tipped, their wages are never very good, unfortunately. Unless you're like at a high-end place. Like when I was in Las Vegas, the restaurants there obviously are, the level is different, but they also, their tips are very different. Okay, so this doesn't take very long to dry, especially I was pretty aware of not putting a ton on there. And then we'll get the gator and we'll gator off the excess, and then we'll go in and find out. Oh, Mary Sharkey. Yes, Rochelle, it does. It does, and he he'll try it at least once a day where he'll pick up a present. It doesn't necessarily have his name on it, whatever. He'll pick it up and he'll bring it to me and he'll smile, and I'm like, nope, you got to put it back. But he'll try it like every day to like motion, be like, like trying to tell me, can we open them yet? And I'm like, nope. And then the day of, it's hilarious because I've told you guys many a times, like, everybody gets a present and we like do like, go around. Like, we don't just hand presents out and then it's like a free for all, right? Everybody like ooh-ahs over everything. So, plus there's only 4 of us anyway. So, Choi will get his, and then it'll be Trevor, and then Choi will, he'll raise his hand every single time. I'm like, not yet, Choi, not yet. And then, it'll go around. And typically it's just he only usually has to wait for Trev because I don't, me and Nick are just like, whatever. We'll open ours whenever or not or whatever, But yeah, Choi will always, every Christmas, raises his hands or his hand because he wants another one. And I'm just like, bro, gotta wait, man. You gotta wait. You just gotta wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Like, I remember the very first Christmas that he ever did that, raised his hand like that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I thought it was like the best thing ever. I was so excited that he was raising his hand. I thought it was the coolest, cutest thing ever. Okay, I am hot. I feel like I'm having hot flashes, but not really. Raising. I've been married. He's been married to me for almost 40 years. How can he not? No, it's all about the gadget. gadget. Yeah, like I don't know, maybe in my early 20s I liked like the jewelry, you know, like I had wanted all the jewelry, right? I had a friend that was a jeweler, so I always had like custom pieces, custom like rings, diamond pendant, bracelets, all kinds of stuff made. But then I grew out of that really quickly. I'm not a flower person. Like most of it is because like I feel whoever's buying the flowers are expensive. They're gonna die really quickly. So like I always feel like don't waste your money on that. Like I don't need anything. Don't waste your money on flowers. So don't get me flowers. I don't like flowers. Oh, actually, we could leave that like that. I'll let it come off. But yeah, gadgets and gadgets galore. I'm actually getting a new gadget for this store. It's an automatic tape dispenser for the packaging. So it's the machine and it's the wet activated tape. So like, you know, you set like how long you want your pieces and then you just press the lever and then the amount of tape that you want will come out. And so that way I don't have to deal with the tape gun. So Nick is good. He got that for me. It already came and they shipped it in the box. So it wasn't even hidden. I knew exactly what it was. And then the tape will have my logo on it. It's custom tape. So unless you live out of the country, that is the tape you will start seeing from the store. I don't use, for all of my customers that don't live in the States, I don't usually like identify the box like it's from the store. So that way they don't like tax the poop out of the people that are receiving it. So usually I put like cute ribbons or something, some type of cute packaging tape on there. So they don't have to pay the VAT or the tariffs or whatever their country's charging. I just feel that's obnoxious. I like it. All right, let's get some paint onto it. Yeah, Cindy. I get that. Trevor's really good about that though, but Trevor will buy me like you guys like big things. Like he'll buy like furniture stuff or, you know, things like that. Like he doesn't he used to like in high school and stuff, he would buy me shoes and clothes and stuff like that. But now that he's gotten older, he buys furniture. Actually, I'm supposed to be getting a new table. It's coming today, I think, FedEx that he ordered. All right, so I don't know what color I want to paint this. I feel I always have in my mind that I want to paint it like a color. And then the voice in my head goes, you know, you're going to hate it if you paint it like a blue or a red or a green. But so you guys, what color should we paint this? What are we going to do to it? I don't know. It's going to depend on the color that we paint it, to be honest. Where, Rochelle, where you live in Canada? Like a cactus, Sue? Don't buy me an orchid. Don't buy me a temperamental plant. Dang, 100 vehicle pileup. That's awful. I don't know what color we should paint this. Me, in my head, I just say to go paint it like a neutral color. Alberta. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? What if we did it like a... No, I don't want to do it like that either. It needs to be a neutral color. Rosie, are you talking like a real green? Like a green machine kind of green? Gollies. So is that why it was like because of weather? So scary. Mama, it's because you're too big to be under my feet. Like, you're doing too much. Boots scoot around under my feet, and it just is not the business. That's freaking ivory. I don't want ivory. I don't want the ivory. Hi, April. Green Goblin. See, I know you guys are thinking like Christmas, right? Is that why? Yes, I did. I did. Towards the end, I will go in and do some epoxy with you guys. I'll put the epoxy on there. This is actually my watercolor palette. This is what I... I actually have a white sweater on today. I'm very surprised that I haven't used black because every time I always have a white shirt or sweater on. For whatever reason, I use that black paint and then I splish splash it onto my shirt, which is always so fun. So we're going to just base paint this with a very light color. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. And then we'll go in after we've got just a base down and put some color to it. Right now, obviously, you're not going to see any of that texture. It's gonna go bye-bye for a minute, just a minute. Is today Wednesday? It is. Happy hump day, y'all. Hi, Christine. I bought a massive box, wrapped all the gifts individually in newspaper, circled a paragraph of an article, which they must read, and tell them if they read all of the marked paragraphs, there's another gift at the end. Then I packed all the gifts in the box and wrap it with a pretty gift paper and a big bow. 1-2 box per kid from us and the trade, and after that they get a gift for reading the article. So, like, are the articles just like random articles, or like, are they like clues to the final gift, or they're just like whatever news or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Can I, like, when I first read that, I was thinking like they were clues to the bigger gift, but you're just saying like if they read it, then they get the gift, right? That gives them incentive to read it. That's cool because, well, I don't know. I never read a newspaper when I was young, and I still don't watch the news. Okay. I'm just going to stand it up like this for a minute. I usually don't paint the back, but because this is a color that I have mixed, and chances are of you mixing the same exact color twice is pretty rare. So I'm just going to put a coat on the back really quickly and try not to paint the pages. Because it is that craft color, though, we are going to need to go in with one more coat, which is fine. So, do you guys host Christmas at your house? Or do like they come, do the kids and the family all come to your house? Or do you have a big Christmas thing? Do you cook a lot on Christmas? Like, do you do a big cook for Christmas, like a Thanksgiving kind of cook? So we don't go anywhere. It's always just us. Um, the gift is the gift of reading a newspaper because today's kids don't read newspaper. Oh yeah, no, I don't even read the newspaper. I don't like to read the newspaper. I don't like to watch the news. Depressing. We host, but it varies. We have chili family snack fest. We have a chill family snack fest. Oh, we go to our son's Christmas Eve. He cooks. Oh, so I don't know what we're gonna make this year for Christmas. Knowing Trevor, he's gonna want to do something, like have some food. And I know for a fact it's gonna be like nothing easy. It's never anything easy. Never anything easy. So, I don't know. I just know that I am not doing ribs on Christmas. Don't ask me for ribs. See, now, if you didn't set me up and have me cooking ribs just out of the blue on a Saturday, I might have been inclined to do ribs on Christmas. But since I had no mental preparation for the unscheduled big rib dinner that day, no ribs. I don't feel like babysitting the grill for 3 hours and then having some catastrophe like it burns for some unknown reason, which I'm still very salty about, even though the ribs that we did have after that were fine and the grill was fine. Actually, the ribs were very good. I'm still salty because of all that time that it took for them to just burn like that. Was like, what? Make it make sense. I need a reason why that happened. All right. So, oh, you guys can see the color. It's blown out up here. It looks like it's white. It's kind of a minty color that we can do anything with. Let's dry it and then let's get to the good stuff. Hi, Joy. Hey, I host Christmas at my house. We have a traditional Christmas meal, 25 people at least. We visit. I have 4 sisters and all of our. Oh, that's fun. See, now I remember growing up, like that's how it was in our house because I have 3 older brothers, and it was always like my grandma, my grandpa, my grandpa's new wife. I mean, we would all be there. My mom's 2 older sisters, and then as you know, as the brothers got married, the wives, the families. So we always had a huge Christmas, and it was always so much fun and a lot of great memories. A lot of like fun, just even like preparing all the food and stuff. But then as we got older, and I could tell that it like disappointed my mom, but as we got older, like my brothers' wives, they had their own traditions that they did with their families. And so then it just was like, one wouldn't come and then the other wouldn't come and then the other and so then little by little over the time it was just like the tradition was gone. And I know that was really heartbreaking for my mom. And then when my mom passed, we all said that we wouldn't let that happen anymore because my mom passed on October 21st of that year, 2011. And we had said like that Christmas, we were going to get together and we were going to start doing like the traditions that mom would have, has always wanted that we all had failed at. Never happened. One had an excuse why the other couldn't come because I was going to be at my house, like I was fine, like hosting it, whatever, like whatever, and you can only try so much, and then after that it's like whatever. So it's always just been me and my boys, and it's perfect like that. We're on our own schedule. Okay, so now I'm trying to think of what I want to put on top of here. And I'm remembering that we have like beautiful molds that I have not used yet. And I also have sitting right here too, the pendants, which I think would be super pretty to do on the outside. And then on the inside there, I don't know if I like the 2. We've almost got to fit in 3. We've got to fit in this 3rd one, otherwise this isn't going to work for me. That might be too much. Oh boy, I don't know. But I thought it might be pretty to put, do I have them sitting here? Yeah, they're here. So we have those vintage, like the Holy Night and the seasons from the past, like to put little, I really love him. Look at him. To put them in there. I might have, this might be difficult to do all 3 on there though. And I can't bring myself to do 2. I just cannot. Hey, Nicole. You like where this is going? Somebody help me. 1 with maybe some molds around it, or put all 3 on there. And don't tell me to put 2. I can't do it. Thank you. I just mixed it. I just mixed the color. It's that mint color that I have in the store, and then I mixed it with the white. Put 2. I'm going to smack you, Nicole. Turkey lips. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, you guys love it. Look at, because, oh, look at that little boy. Oh, I love him. That little boy. What is that? Is he like, oh, are those supposed to be telephones? It looks like he's like about to lift some weights. I give up. Looks like he's about to like do some dumbbell presses, y'all. Look. Right, I give up. Okay, so we're putting these on there. So let's do some splatters. Let's get some of these accents in the ting-tings, you know, the ting-tings, the ting-tings, the ting-tings, the ting-tings, tings, 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 the ting-tings. Are you going to put anything through the hangers? Snap them off if not. Oh, I don't know. But we definitely could snap them off because they would look great without them on there. Now, how now, brown cow? Do I want to use you? I don't think so. We're going to do some splatters on there, but if you guys could see what is on the floor right here, you guys would just fall out. Fall out. Okay, dokie, article. And I need a little bit of something, something. Or we could just re-pour them because I have the little bloop bloop right here. We can even pour them without that. I don't know. We'll see. Because they're already poured. All right. Don't step on her, Troy. Here she comes to get under my feet. Why you do that? Oh, you trying to come over here? Huh. Mom took all that stuff down. No, why you just have to just always be messing with my stuff. All right, so we're just going to. This is the white gold. We're going in with the white gold first. Really should start wearing my brace again. God bless you, son. Oh, but it smells so good. So good. So good. A troublemaker in every crowd. That's because Nicole would literally put 2, and she would know that I would be like, oh, why? But she would still put 2. You can literally put as many as you want. I just personally value my life, and Olga would wring my neck, number 1. No, seriously, I can't. I physically cannot do even numbers. It will not let me. I don't know if you guys are seeing. Odd numbers make you itch. You're such a dork. Oh, she cray, y'all. She Okay, so one of the colors that it to me matches the champagna matches the white gold, and I need why Onyx? Why? Okay, why must you sit right there? It's like so I am going to did I throw it in the water and I don't see it? How am I not able to see my spoon? Well, I mean, I know how. There's a big mess on my desk. Here. Yeah, well, you're yelling at her, and she's already moved from where she was because you're tried to step on her when she was just over there sleeping, minding her own business. You remember that? She's minding her own business. And then we're going to use a little bit of Pigment Fix. And we actually need this to be fairly runny. And I don't know that I've ever done this with pigment before, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm almost positive that I have not. I think I usually only do this with water. So we're all about to experience a nightmare or not. We'll see. What's the worst that can happen? I need to repaint it. So good, so good, so good. All right, let's get these out the way. Oh, Lordy be. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Everything's gonna get splattered. And I don't want that to happen. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. This is already splattered, but that's alright. You guys come over here. And I'm going to actually stand up because I don't want my pants splattered. No, ma'am. If this works, it will be a miracle. A miracle! All right. Please don't splatter my shirt, my pants, or my dog. Thank you kindly. says you can't splatter with pigment? Anything splattered that I'm going to sit on? I hope not. Lord have mercy. Splatter when you have a white shirt on, she says. It's a great idea, she says. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right. We got our splatters. We've got a base for now that we could put our beautiful things on. Hi, Dale. Oh, did you move? Did you move after I splatter? You silly goose. I like it. Hi, Judy. How are you? I'm doing well. So good to see you. Looks really cool, huh? It looks old. It looks old. All right. Alrighty, then. Alrighty, then. Let's clean the muck over there. Put that back over there where it belongs. Okay, so I want the point on that still. If I don't like the way these look, I'll just re-pour them. But let's take a gander. Okay, I think we can get in there with my thin little files and file that point back. This one doesn't have anything. This is just the loop itself. So let's just cut it flush. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll file that, and we might even turn that way. right. So the pendants, were you were the first one because you were the only one that came at that point. Oh, easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We might turn these all right side up. Depends, I guess. Okay. Let's just follow that angle of the loop-de-loos there. All right, and then you, I don't know. I'm just going to even you out because no one will ever know, except for all of you, that there were loops there. There. I think they look great. Good enough. Okay. I'm curious where you guys are all at. Okay. Those of you who are on the Terry Lightsey page, if you can just get used to going over and to the Craft and Chaos page on Facebook, or you can go onto my YouTube. But I was supposed to have stopped streaming to the Terry Lightsey page like last month, and every now and again, more now than again, I keep forgetting to unselect that page when it streams. So you can please go over to the Craft and Chaos page going forward. I don't know. Do we care? See, I don't know. Do we want them to be? They're supposed to go like this. Does it matter? Or do we put them right side up? I almost feel like because now that is like the longer part that they should go this way, no? Okay, let's clean these because we do need to prime them. So I'm just spraying them with isopropyl alcohol. That had like a weird stream of just like 3 holes. Might be time for a new spritzer. I feel like the spritzer bottles need to be replaced often. They lose their right. And then I'm going to take the acrylic primer. I don't trust myself. And then we're just going to prime these really quickly. Yeah, they do look better without the loops. Okay. And then I'm not going to we're going to do those little transfers in the middle here. So I'm going to try to avoid putting too much paint and primer in the middle. It's already white, so it's not like it's going to be necessary anyways. Okay. So with very little on the brush, I went in the middle there. What, baby? Hmm? Here comes Onyx. Back under Onyx. Onyx! Just push me around. Just move my foot right out of the way, I guess. Yes, Papas? Can you not get it off? You want a phone case. I know, babe. Every day. Only thing about that is, even when I do get you one, he never brings it. The last couple of times I've ordered Troy phone cases, and obviously it's because it's Christmas time. But, well, no, not obviously, because we're getting like 4 and 5 deliveries a day. But the phone case each time has never come until after Troy's been like laying in bed. Both times he had just gotten in bed, getting ready to wind down for the evening. And then his phone case comes. Mind you, prior to that, we'd already gotten at least, because they're still coming at least 3 or 4 times a day, which, I don't know, whatever. I guess it's just going to be the way it is until Christmas is over. They're going to keep coming multiple times. But I'm like, what are the chances of Troy's stuff? The one who's super impatient and wants his phone case. What are the chances that one isn't going to come until bedtime? Both times. The last 2 times I've ordered it. Like, these guys really have it out for me. They really are. It's a conspiracy. Hi, Liz. Hey, Angel. So these molds are out of stock, but I do sell just these pendants as castings on my website. But keep an eye out, because you never know. You never know. Sometimes we get them back. But the castings will come with the little hooky, the little hooky part. Okay. What time is it? It's almost my time. So tomorrow, let's make sure they're not wet on the back. They need to be dremeled on the back anyways. I need to dremel these before I paint them tomorrow. But tomorrow when we come back, I'm not going to have time to epoxy that picture tonight anyways. So I will still epoxy that with you guys tomorrow. The reason why I'm not doing it like at the beginning or whatever is because I need to, as soon as I epoxy it, I need to move it out of the way so that way there's no hair or anything that gets in there or dust or anything else. So we'll epoxy this together towards the end tomorrow. And then tomorrow when we come back, I need to Dremel off the backs. We need to paint these, and then we will figure out what third one of these to put on here. I know I like that Santa is so cute. I love the little boy looking. I think he's looking into the fireplace. And then I don't know what other one we're going to use. We need one more. We'll also look at the other ones because I know we have another transfer that I just had in my hands, wherever it went. Oh, this one. This one is the Holy Night, though. I don't know. Oh, she's kind of cute, too, but she might be a little big. So we'll figure out what 3 to put in there. And then inside, I still want to do either something, you know, like a tour, like this book belongs to, like one of the little gold pieces that I showed you from the IOD. So we'll still do that tomorrow as well. So we still have a little bit to do. Also something on the spine. So we still have stuff to do to it tomorrow. Hi, Andrew. Yes, I am ready for Christmas. Okay, so I need Fine Line Crackle too, but scared to order as it would likely freeze. Now, I remember, Sue, did it work? Because last year when Sue ordered from me, Rochelle, I put warming packs in her package. So, and we have done this over the years. DQ used to do it. Teresa actually is the one that would tell us about it, the retailers, because of the freezing. So if you would like, I can put warming packs in your package. Now, where's this will be a problem is if it takes like 17 years to get to you, which typically it doesn't. Whenever I mail stuff out of the country anywhere, it could be Scotland, Australia, Canada, it seems to get there fairly quickly. So if you want me to put warming packs in there, I don't have a problem doing that. I'd rather put warming packs in there for you and for you to get your product not frozen instead of me having to then replace it. So, we did hot packs for all of them. We didn't have specific products that the hot packs don't get that hot, and they're not right underneath. The warming pack doesn't go like that. The warming pack goes at the bottom, and then there's layers on top of it before the product even gets in there. Not to mention, I bubble wrap my product, plus I wrap it in tissue paper. So there's absolute no way those warming packs will get too hot for the product. Absolutely no way. The warming packs last for like, I think it was 72 hours were the warming packs that I had gotten. The one that Teresa had given, or we'd gotten, were, I think it was 72 hours. So again, totally up to you. I'm willing to do it if you'd like to try that out. I'm willing to put warming packs in there for you, so just let me know. But anyhow, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you back here tomorrow, and we'll finish up these couple of projects. Talk to you later. Bye!